Greetings people, person with smart glasses here, about to show you something that might be interesting, called Credify, an innovative lending for real-world impact. Now a couple of days ago, I talked about the altcoins that I personally buy, and I'm big into the RWA, real-world asset sector, because that seems to grow the most. Same with memes and AI, but it's like top 3 overall. So, project, pretty similar, good idea behind it, hype is building up, so I thought might be something for you as well. As always, links to absolutely everything in the description down below. It's not financial advice, you're smart enough to know that, I hope. And now let me read you the words that are on screen, so I can show you the project, as they bridge the EU's financing gap by connecting crypto lenders with SME borrowers. If you don't know what SME stands for, let me tell you, small and medium-sized enterprises, I knew that. And those as borrowers, as they empower 99% of EU SMEs. So you can invest into those loans backed by real-world assets collateral, which means we can use their platform to access reliable loans, which is backed by a range of stuff, including real estate, future receivables and more. Powered by Experian, audited by Amos, and approved by Magic. While there are a lot of words over here in the white paper, and it goes into detail with data, how it works, regulatory approval to perform virtual currency operations internationally as well. Lots of complicated words. Let's focus on the important things. There's one thing when it comes to finance called Experian that has their credit risk score to expand your lending universe, mitigate risk, and retain customers compliantly, as in traditional finance uses this to determine creditworthiness and other things, and Credify uses their service and their product, their software, their expertise you could say. They're also going to introduce NFT corporate bonds as a form of real-world asset investment, have strategic alliances with established financial entities, and even use tokenized assets as collateral, while deploying Module X for additional security and a bunch of other fancy terms. But in short, team behind it knows what they're doing. The CEO is also shown over here. And if you remember from the videos that we made about RWA in general, as well as the one about Tokenify, all the giant hedge funds out there think that by 2030, the whole RWA market is going to be $16 trillion and more. So people want to position themselves early now, buy everything, found projects, and position themselves in a way to benefit from that over time, and they're joining that, as they're combining digital assets with actual financial processes and creating NFT corporate bonds, which haven't been a thing, surprisingly. Seems like a pretty good combination of the actual functionality of NFTs with finances and bonds, but usually it's just monkey pictures, which then makes it decentralized, more accessible, and a transparent approach to traditional finance. Now behind it, there are a couple tokens. For example, there is CREDI, and then there is the X-CREDI version of that. CREDI is to serve as an additional security layer for loans issued on the platform to Module X, also used for rewards on the platform, the token used in the token sale. They get a perpetual increase of 5% based on the initial supply of 1 billion tokens, where 40% is for users who provide lending liquidity, 10% for providers and liquidity for CREDI on decentralized exchanges, and the other half for people that deposit their X-CREDI liquidity tokens in the security module. And the tokens can be provided by either purchasing that on decentralized or centralized exchanges, or lending liquidity to the platform, or liquidity to a DEX, or by staking the tokens in a security mode. They also get this one pager when it comes to that. The private sale got 19%, 2% for the public sale, and then 25% for the ecosystem and the team. But for that, there's a vesting schedule of 36 months with 0% unlocked at token generative event, which means even though 25% is far higher than most projects, the team can't just dump the token, to say it that way. Also moving forward, while the project develops, they're going to launch a multi-chain mainnet. So the expansion is going to allow additional participants to interact with the ecosystem with various different digital assets, creating a more flexible environment. They unveil their NFT corporate bonds, introduce P2B crowdfunding lending, so from peer to business, P2B. They will have a crowdfunding platform for that, which does sound like a pretty good idea. They will also implement virtual e-bonds, so a virtual version of an international bank account number, which means users can manage both fiat as well as crypto, and again bridging this whole digital and financial real-world space to enhance the user experience, and in my case to make it so much easier, because you don't have to take money out, send it to your bank account, withdraw it first, sell it, too many extra steps. Once the token is out and the mainnet is live, a whole lot of the utilities are going to come to life, and you will most likely hear about this again, probably on my channel. They're also in long-term works with the Burp Nest over here, Magic Square as we have seen, Crypto Potato, and then also Ape Bond, the launchpad over here. And overall, when it comes to launchpads in general, if you get early into the token goes up. And then most importantly, most projects that we see in crypto, I would say more than 95%, is like a team of 2 people that have an idea, or somebody who likes funny frogs on Solana and that's their project. In this case, it's an actual institutional level project with a team behind it that knows what they're doing, have experience in the space, and creates something that is worth it. Now, when we go to crypto in general, all those more serious projects can be found in the top 100, top 200. So when you think of Tezos, for example, EOS, Akash, Carver, and others, those are quality level projects that I would compare to this. Not because they do the same thing, but because they have a similar approach when it comes to actual use case combined with crypto. Now, the token is live on KUCOIN already, and just in the past 2 weeks, they went from about 1.2 cents to almost 4 cents up here. They're also live on APESWAP as well as PancakeSwap if you prefer decentralized exchanges instead. And so far, we had a market cap of around 26 mil. Best thing is, because it's on PancakeSwap, you can simply hover over here and use the Binance Smart Chain to buy the token. So you don't have to stick with Ethereum and spend like $70 in gas fees. You can also get it on the BSC. Lastly, you can already sign up if you feel like it. Link is down below. Confirm your registration and then go to sign in. And you're then on the side over here, which looks the following way. They have a couple features on the top left side where you can stake, you have your wallet, all your transactions, as well as autonomous earning and lending for the first version of the platform. You get 4% APY on USDC and can check everything in here. Which then means if you get the token and you head over to stake, you can see there's a reward pool of 2 million CREDI tokens, with that pool being on Uniswap version 2, which then means you gotta use Ethereum in order to get that, but then you can stake over here. Autonomous earning is live already. Corporate bonds are going to released. Some point in 2024 is to be expected. Same with P2P lending. But again, this is the early stage of the platform, with the token doing quite well over the past 7 days. Now again, this one is not financial advice, obviously, but if you want to get the token, test the platform, or just follow them on Twitter or Telegram, links to everything down below. I would say long term for this whole bull run, if they pull off what they say, and they can actually get like an international bank account number connected with a crypto wallet in here, but also lending and borrowing, and that would be the go-to project for that, then, you know, number goes up, everything is green, and we're all happy. But they gotta pull it off and put in the work, so we will see how that goes over time. That being said, more videos coming soon now that I fixed the camera, which makes me really happy. All I had to do is replace my cam link, which is the USB drive that goes into my computer from that camera, because after 5 years, actually almost 6 years, this kinda started bugging. And now for $30, I found a cheap secondhand replacement from a different company, which does work. And with that information for you, do with that whatever you like. I would say have a good rest of your day, and until next time, take care.